I'm a mess, basically.
Speak. Maybe you need a master's in education.
No, I'd be running away from like responsibilities if I did that. But I don't really subscribe to like doing a master's. I can't lie.
Yeah, but then wouldn't the LPC just be a master's?
Yeah, exactly. It would, but like instead of me just doing like an LLM, which is just like a master's in law, or like what most people would do a master's on, like something like an area of law or like an area of engineering or whatever you're really passionate about. Yeah, I don't really like unless you're like incredibly passionate about and you know you're going to take your career down that specific route. I don't really think it's worth it, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I guess
otherwise it's just more like running away from like the real world almost.
Yeah, sure. Because I guess like an LPC and a training contract's a means to an end, right? Like you finish it, then you become a lawyer in that firm. Whereas a master's is kind of just another certificate to put to your name. Doesn't mean anything intrinsically.
Yeah. But like these days, because it's so competitive, I can see why people would do it just to get that edge. But realistically, I think work experience trumps like a master's any day.
That's true. But then I think it goes...
like, in like law applications, I don't know how it's going to be like for you, but there's like a work experience section, and even if you just put like I worked at Tesco's and I got these skills from it, so like customer skills or like working under pressure and whatever, I'm like from the recruiters I've spoken to on open days and stuff, that looks a lot better than like just doing a master's for the sake of doing a master's.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've got like 120 part-time jobs, so you must be chilling.
Yeah. Fortunately enough, I've got enough experience. But I think it goes back to like what you touched on before as well, like with SEO.
I saw your internship game thing. Your CV looks mad.
Yeah, it's just a structure, to be fair. All the words are just like I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. But every third word's in bold.
No, man, the like, amount of things you've done in like in the last 5-6 years, crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I almost wish like I did more now.
To be honest, like like going back to what you said before about like SEO and random lot, it just like what they taught me more than anything is how you word it, is how you come across. Like communication is the difference between a good candidate and a bad one. Like I think I've even got like Domino's experience on there, but instead of just putting like I delivered pizzas, it's like I showed resilience riding through the rain. I was time management.
I told you about that legal coach that I spoke to, like my colleague's mom. Yeah, and so I had like she helped me out with like a coaching session one time. Or actually, she helped me a lot. Like shout out Julie, but like she's helped me just change my mindset on like these applications so much because I spoke to her once and I was like, man, I don't really have anything to stand out. I've got like I've done nothing in my life. I've never worked a job, like a part-time job. I've only ever done like my work experience and like my current job now, but I've never done anything outside that. I've never shown like any form of struggle because I've lived a relatively comfortable life. Yeah, and she was like, no. Like my daughter, like private school, like she's had every opportunity she's ever wanted. She's lived a comfortable life. Like you know how my dad, like he tried to do like businesses and that. Yeah, so like basically, even from like year 8, year 9, he was doing like catering. And I'd go like on weekends and like help him out. She was that kind of shit is like what private school kids never had to do. They've never had to like juggle their time to study and then work and help support the family and that sort of thing. And like once you know how to like tap into wording that right, like you've gone clear. That's something only you guys have. Like you guys as in like underprivileged kids. And if you can spin that, like that just sets you miles apart from everyone else who's like applying.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just wasting my time just helping this guy out.
Sometimes you are. But nah, like that's the thing. Like, 'cause I think once I attended one of those rare events, it's like, oh crap. And I don't know how to explain it in a way that makes sense to me. I guess, like, in football, it's like the way you stand to receive the ball kind of improves the way you play. Like, if you're facing the goal versus if you're flat and facing the pitch, you can do, like, you just play better like that. I started doing that with my CV. I think they told me I think it's the XYZ method or something. And it's like saying, I accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. And it's like, instead of saying I stacked shelves, you can be like, I accomplished organization as measured by a stacked shelf by picking up cans efficiently. And it's like, I just started doing that and putting random numbers in my CV, like, oh, I increased social media presence by 50% by tweeting.
To be fair, man, like, yeah, this is basically what every job is. You just make what you do seem more complicated than it actually is. That's why people pay, like, lawyers and engineers money. What they just have these things. Like, I bet it's not even that complicated, you know?
I doubt it is. Like, I feel like law is just like knowing a case and then referencing it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's a little bit more complex than that, but like it can't possibly be that hard. It's just a lot of the more experience you have in anything, obviously, like the more complex stuff you take on. But by that point, you're equipped to deal with it, right? Like, I see these partners charging like £500 an hour for, like, literally just sending an email.
Damn.
That's the life, man. Obviously, it doesn't go into their pocket, but, like, it's just the fact that you can do that. Like an hour of your time is worth £500, and all you've done is make a few calls, send a few emails, like crazy.